So you want to know, what's the purpose of a trademark search? Is a Google search enough? Isn't it enough if I have the .com or top level domain name? In this video, I'm going to help you to better understand the reasoning behind a full trademark clearance search. And if you stick around to the end, I will tell you all about my awesome new 12-page free resource on dealing with copycats on the internet. I'm Maria Spear-Allis, lawyer for content creators and online brands, and this is the Spear IP Show. So the purpose of that comprehensive, full-blown trademark search is to kind of answer three questions. And those questions are, can I register this mark? Can I protect this mark? And can I use this mark? So let's talk about that first question. Can I register this mark? This question is answered by looking in the US trademark database and seeing what's out there. What exists in the US trademark database that could be a problem? And what are those problems? Is there something similar out there that could block my application? Or are there so many similar marks out there that it's most likely that my application can just sail right through? Along those lines, we'll talk about the second question. Can I protect this mark? Remember how I just said maybe there are so many similar applications that your application might just sail on through? Well, that's great for registration purposes, but not as great for protection purposes. The logic on the registration process is, well, if there are so many out there, so many in the Trademark Office database, there should be room for one more, right? But from a protection standpoint, if there are so many others, if there are 10 others out there, then it's going to be harder for you to stop someone else from coming along the same way it's harder for all those others to stop you from coming along. It'd have to be pretty darn close to your trademark and pretty darn close to your products or services. Finally, that last question, can I use this mark? Remember that in the US, trademark rights come down to first use, not the first person to register the trademark. In other words, there could be an unregistered user out there that started using their trademark a long time ago that might not pop up in that Trademark Office database, but they're still out there and they still have rights. So I hope that helps you better understand the reasoning behind that comprehensive trademark clearance search. You want to know, can I use this mark? Can I protect this mark? Can I register this mark? And I'll see you next time. I am so excited for this new free resource that I created specifically for online brands when dealing with copycats online. Head to spear-ip.com/resources and you'll see my new free download. It's a guide that will take you through a checklist that you need to mentally run through before you contact anyone yourself, some sample language and sample messages on what you can say, and some guidance on what not to say. Again, that's spear-ip.com/resources.